Hi, my humanities class. I'm outside currently filming myself for my third or fourth video essay. Yeah, the prompt was to go over a specific scene in like a book, TV show, anything like that, movie. My dog is out here as well. If you want to know, he's a chocolate lab. He's 4 years old, so acts like a puppy, but sorry, off topic. But the scene that I chose that was most meaningful and impacting to me, that really related to our humanities class, was a scene from one of my favorite animes of all time. If you watch anime, shout out to you. But one of my favorite animes of all time called Hajime no Ippo. It was the what does it mean to be strong thing, or scene. And during that scene, he is fighting. Okay, so the premise behind the anime is it's a boxing show. It starts out with the main character, who is kind of he's a wimp, you know. He gets bullied a lot, all the time. Even though he's strong, he doesn't do anything to fight back. And that's when he meets Takamura, and Takamura's a famous boxer, and he kind of shows him. He puts him to the test, and Ippo kind of figures out throughout the story and learning how to box and learning how to have confidence in himself, because he never really has ever had confidence. He kind of figures out throughout each and every single fight what it means to be strong, what it means to have pride in yourself and be confident in yourself. And that really stuck with me personally. Hajime no Ippo is the reason why I started my boxing journey, and I've been boxing and learning kickboxing for the past, my friends are screaming inside because I've seen, I probably just missed something, but it's okay. For the past 3 or 4 years. And it has been like probably the most impactful thing on my life. And when I first saw that scene, when he was getting beat up bad in one of these fights. I mean, it was a close fight, but he's beat up. Like, he can barely see out of his eye. He's tired, he's gassed. He's fighting this guy named Sendo. Sendo is also one of my favorite characters. He's so cool, and they are just duking it out, like full on, like blow after blow, straight to the face, straight to the body. Like, one of them's gonna drop through. And Ippo, the main character, gets back to his corner. He sits down. He looks at his coach, who's been with him this entire time. This is the biggest fight of his career. This is for the WBC belt. He sits down. He looks at his coach. His coach's name is Kamigawa. And the coach asks him, nod if you're okay and you can hear me and you can understand what I'm saying. He gives him a nod. It's like, you're doing great out there, kid. We just need more. We just need to keep going. Keep throwing your punches. Keep doing everything you've learned. You've come so far. We can do this. And Ippo looks up at him. Looks at him dead in his face. His bloody, beat up, bruised face. Literally fighting for the championship belt in Japan. And he looks at him. And at this time, I believe he had like 18 wins, 1 loss, 18 by KO. Like, he was insane. He was not gonna be playing. He looks at him and he says, Coach, will I find out? Or no, he goes, what does it mean to be strong? And his coach is baffled. Like, kid, you're fighting one of the baddest guys out there. You're fighting one of the baddest guys out there in Japan, okay? And you're asking me this now? That's what I thought when I first saw the scene. But the way Kamigawa, the coach, answered his question really stuck with me. Kamigawa looks at him when Ippo asks that question. What does it mean to be strong? Kamigawa says, do you really want to know the answer to that question? Ippo's like, yes. Kamigawa says, I think the only way you're going to find out is to get back out there and fight. To get back in that round, to put yourself in that situation when you know it's going to be hard, you know you're going to get beat up, you know you're going to be tough, or it's going to be tough. But if you really want to find out, you have to put that pride in yourself, pride into your fists. And sometimes you have to dive into the deep zone, dive straight into the fire to understand what it means to be truly strong. So now when I look at difficult situations and what I'm faced with, I mean, I can't help but think that way. Like, what does it mean to be strong? What does it mean to have pride in myself? What does it mean to be able to look at something and know I can do it? The only way you'll find out is by actually doing it. Even if it's scary, even if it's gonna probably hurt. You have to ask yourself, what does it mean to be truly strong? And what are you willing to do for what you want to know about yourself? That's why I started boxing, going to the gym, and also the music in that scene. There was, like, towards the end of the fight, the music started ramping up. It was insane. And, like, I felt so motivated throughout all the music. It was like an orchestra. There was a guitar in the background. Ippo does actually win that fight, too. Love Senator. Go. Great character. But Ippo actually does win that fight. And even still, he finds out, like, I think I know what it means, but there's still so much work to be done. I'll never truly know what it means unless I keep pushing myself. And I was like, wow, that spoke to me on a whole different level. So the fight, the choreography, you know, how you can just tell he's beat up, he's bruised. Like, you can see on his face, his whole eye is like shut pretty much because of the hematoma on the top of his eyebrow. But he's like, what does it mean to be strong? Coach, I need to know. And coach tells him, go back out there, you'll find out. Ippo puts his head up, bell rings, right back out there. And that's what I want to challenge everyone to do. It's even if you're scared, and even if you know it's going to be tough, and even it's going to be a hard thing for you to figure out or do, listen to that bell ring. And in that moment, ask yourself, what does it mean to be strong?